Hello and welcome to another inside look at the Aesop family. My name is Weldon and I will be your host on this journey. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Dybbuk box. Alright, this is going to be the first video in a series of videos where I cover haunted artifacts. Now, haunted artifacts are items that have entities or spirits that are attached to them, trapped within them, anything of that nature. Now, in 2012, a movie called The Possession came out. This movie was loosely based on the actual story of the Dybbuk box. Let's take a look at what a Dybbuk box is and break it down. Dybbuk is a Jewish word meaning malicious, possessive spirit. I don't know about y'all, but for me that sounds very demonic. So to keep it short, I'm just going to call it, the Jewish word for demon, so demon, okay? And a box is any type of box, any type of anything you can use. So it was used to enclose this Dybbuk or demon. Now what's in the actual Dybbuk box once it was opened up, and keep in mind it was not first opened at the museum, it was opened by the original person that purchased the box from the family where the box was created. There was several things inside. Most notably, there was a golden goblet of some sort, a black candle holder, and some granite with Hebrew inscriptions on it, or Hebrew words inscribed on the granite. Also, in the back lining of the box, there was other Hebrew words that were inscribed into the back of the box. The story of the Dybbuk box goes, whoever had possession of it, certain bad things would happen to them. For instance, the person in the movie that purchased the box, when he purchased it, he was having bad dreams. When he actually opened the box, even more scary stuff started happening. His employee witnessed a bunch of things, glass shattering, just being terrified. So much to the point that his employee of 2 years quit and would never come back to the shop. So the owner of the box did not necessarily tie the two together, that it was the box that was creating all this havoc in his shop and scared off his employee. So he cleaned up the box and gave it to his mother as a Mother's Day present. Well, shortly after receiving the box, like within minutes of receiving the box, the mother suffered either a stroke or a heart attack. So he took the box back and tried to sell it to other customers just to get rid of the box. Keep in mind, he actually also tried to give it back to the original family that he bought it from, and they said, no, we don't want it. You bought it. It's your problem. So he tried to sell it to other people. Anytime he tried to sell it, it would always return back to the shop with notes left on it. People bringing it back in. Just nobody would keep this box for more than a couple of days. So he tried to sell it on eBay. When he put it on eBay, a college student thought it was a funny idea, bought it. All sorts of crazy stuff started happening to the college student. I think a professor at the same university saw what was going on and either bought or confiscated, got a hold of the box, took it away from the kid. Crazy stuff started happening to that professor. And we're talking lights flickering. We're talking, bad dreams. We're talking nightmares. We're talking doors opening and shutting, glass shattering. A bunch of bad things. So the professor got back in touch with, I think it was the original guy. It was the original purchaser of the box, gave it back, sold it back to that, gave it back to that guy. And from the original story I had read was that gentleman had buried the box for no one to find it. He alone was the only one that knew where it was buried. Well, I guess when certain people offer enough money and offer to put it in a protective area to where nobody will mess with it, the gentleman finally caved and sold it. The box is now on display at like I said, Mr. Zach Bagans' museum in Las Vegas. Now, my question is, how was the Dybbuk box formed? Okay, obviously it had to be somebody that was, I would almost say, into a magic of some sort, or a very deep knowledge of demons. And this would be someone in the Jewish religion or Jewish faith. I'm making complete open-hearted suggestion. I'm not 100% sure on this. I do know of something called Kabbalah, which is Jewish magic. I don't know if that had something to do with it. But ultimately what happened was people got together, put these items in the box to attract whatever Dybbuk or demon that they were trying to attract. And once that went into the box, they sealed the box for it not to be opened. And it traveled with one of the people that helped seal that box to make sure nobody would open it. I also read somewhere where the lady that owned the box originally that passed away wanted the box buried with her, but that was against Jewish Orthodox beliefs. So yeah, I'm going to trump up. So I'm going to put Dybbuk box in the same categories as Ouija boards. Actually, they're worse than Ouija boards. You don't know what they are. Unless you extensively studied a Ouija board, in order to use it properly, it's something that's dangerous. A Dybbuk box is specifically created to hold a demon or an evil entity to keep it from causing havoc. So you'll see these Dybbuk boxes come up on sale on eBay. Other people will try to be selling them. I highly recommend do not purchase these. Do not open these. Do not have anything to do with the Dybbuk box. And this is not, this is not coming from a teacher or somebody from that aspect telling you don't do this. This is somebody who, I've had my own experiences with demons. They're not pleasant. They're very scary, and I do not want that to happen to anybody. Okay? Dybbuk boxes are specifically made to house them and keep them encased. Once you open that, you do let the entity out. Once again, do not use Dybbuk boxes or Ouija boards. If you see someone online using a Ouija board and they're, all sorts of crazy stuff going on, and you're like, ooh, I want that to happen, realize that if you do not know what you're doing, you may be stuck with that crazy stuff happening all the time. It is not easy to get rid of once you've attracted it to yourself. Well, that's it for today's video. Please leave a like below, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. If you or anybody in your family has something going on at your house and you want ASAP to check it out, or you want to become a member of ASAP, you want to donate to ASAP, any of these things, please check out our website at asupinc.org. Thanks again.